We want to start off by thanking you very much for your investment in the Electronic Security Expo. These webinars are meant to be best practice, quick sessions to give you tips for getting the highest ROI on your investment in the Electronic Security Expo. We appreciate you being exhibitors and sponsors of the event. And in today's session, we're going to review the new MyESX app, which will include the capability for you to do all of your lead retrieval while you're on site. If you haven't yet registered for ESX, we encourage you to do so ASAP so we can get you in this app. And you can do that at esxweb.com/register. I'm going to introduce now Kendall Cox, who is your exhibitor contact and liaison. She's here to ensure that you have a productive and stress-free experience while at ESX. Kendall?
Hello, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and walk you through the app now. If we start here on the home page, this is the page you will see when you log in. This is exactly how it's going to look in the app on your phone as well. This is the computer version. So we're going to start on the home page. If you scroll down here in the app, you will, when you tweet with using the hashtag ESX 2023, your tweet will appear at the bottom of the homepage in the app. So just so you know that. Also in the app as well, there will be a yellow camera icon off to the right here. It's not showing here, but it will be in the app. And that's where you will go ahead and click that to scan your badges. That camera will pop up so that you can scan the QR codes. These tabs here are the same tabs you see up here, so clicking either or will work, but we're going to go ahead and move on to MyESX. So this is where anything that you add from the agenda, which we'll cover next, will show up here in your schedule so that you're shown just the events that you plan on attending. Same with My Meetings, it will show the meetings that you have set up and the time slots you have available as well. I'll go over the attendees here soon, and any attendee that you add into your network will also appear here as well. As you can see, I added Jillian to my network and she showed up here. Any companies that our attendees bookmark will show up here, and then will also show up in stats that we will show later that you can see. Same with any featured products or services that attendees bookmark will go on to their wish list, same to you guys, but you will be able to see how many people have bookmarked those. So if we go ahead and move on to agenda, we'll be able to see the sessions here by day. As you can see, we have a little bit each day, and then you can see these little ribbon icons here. That is how you add the session to your schedule. If you do not see the icon listed on a session that you want to attend, that's because the badge type that you have does not allow you access. So if you want to have access to that session, other than anything that's invite only, you will have to upgrade your pass. And you can do that by just emailing me and I can get you set up. And just a reminder, all exhibitors and sponsors do get 30% off of upgraded passes. And there are filters over here too if you want to see the focuses and the tracks over here as well. So if we move over to exhibitors, this is where you all will be listed, and people, like I said, can bookmark. And you can go in and view what everyone else can see, and your team will be attached as well. We go over to the attendees tab. This is where you can see all of our attendees who are currently registered. And like I said, if you hit this icon up here, this will add them to your network under the MyESX tab. And in here, you can see all of their information that they have added to go into the retrieval. Same here, we have our speakers listed here. You can see who's speaking at each session that we have provided, and add them to your network as well. Join the Convo. This will just be a social dashboard. You can see updates on here, or if anybody else posts a comment, you'll be able to see that here. This is where you will be able to find the featured products and services like we discussed earlier. you will be able to, it is attached to your company profile if you did purchase an innovation award or a product preview listing in the preview magazine. These will all be listed here and attached to your company profile. If you see that you would like to update a category or anything else on your listing, please just reach out to me by email and we can get that updated for you. And the categories are listed up here too, so people can view those specific categories and what's listed. Same with the services as well. Now, if we go on to your personal profile, you'll definitely want to make sure you get that updated so everyone can view your contact information. You'll just go up to the icon here and hit My Profile. You'll be able to update all this information and make sure you upload a picture of yourself. So it's nice to see a smiling face too. Any contacts, you'll see that under here too, My Contacts, or you can access it right here. Any badges that you scan will appear here. Any personal scans that you do. You'll also be able to view all the scans that your entire company scans throughout the event, and I'll show you where to find that next. If you go to our Exhibitor Center here, which I have it pulled up, we already have you all attached to your company profile, so it should appear here. If you have any issues, you don't see your company, please let me know. You'll click into here and you'll be able to edit your company profile, all that information. Make sure that all of your team members who are attending, they can be added. You just hit Manage button here and Add Member, and then you'll add in their email to there to invite them to join your company profile. Under the meetings section, you will see all meetings scheduled for all of your team members. So you can check availability. You can also have multiple people on a scheduled meeting. So if you want to have some additional team members on a meeting with you, you can do that. You can check their schedule. It also shows your availability as well each day. And then the leads board here is what we talked about. All those bookmarks that people are doing will show here. You'll be able to see who's virtually visited your booth on the exhibitor page. How many company profile views you have, you'll be able to access all of that here. And I think that is all, Jill. I'll go ahead and pass it back to you.
Thank you, Kendall. So a few things I wanted to highlight about this new feature of ESX. We're giving you a sneak peek into the app functionality. We have not yet invited any attendees into the app. So this is your opportunity in the next few days before we launch next week to attendees to go in there and take a look at how the company appears for you, how the products appear, and ensure that you've cleaned everything up and added your image in there. Kindle has done a phenomenal job of using all of the assets that you've sent for your listings on the ESX website, resizing images, categorizing, and creating your zones here to make it as easy as possible to just hop in and ensure everything looks okay. So she's done a lot of the lift for you. This is an incredible tool to connect with security professionals, both before and at the event. And even after. So you'll have that lead report for you that you can download. We know there were exhibitors last year that had a difficult time with lead retrieval. So we're happy to announce that lead retrieval is complimentary this year with these added features. Another new segment of the event that we've never had before is the ability to pre-schedule meetings at during expo hours. So in advance of the show, if you'd like to, you can send out meeting requests to our attendees to meet with you at your booth during the expo hours. So we want to make that expo time as productive as possible for you. And please note that during the expo, there are not conflicting ESX activities for the most part. And so this should be free time for attendees to be able to really dig in with you. So you can do that by heading into your meetings and requesting meetings with several attendees. And Kendall kind of went through that feature, but that is brand new for this year for ESX that we're giving a go for. If there are any documents that you'd like to upload in your exhibitor center, you can do that. You can change out some of the photos that you have there. All of your logos have been uploaded, but if you'd like to change that out and maybe you've gotten a new logo since you've last talked to us, you can do that as well. So you get full capability of managing your profile and connecting with different folks who are attending ESX. So as a recap, this is a preview of the app, and the app is available both on web and on your phones. The lead retrieval capability will be available on your phones only. That would be a little awkward to try to scan badges on your computer, but accessing it via web is something I absolutely encourage you to do prior to the event. Scheduling meetings is much easier. Taking a look at your profile is much easier with a larger screen. So we absolutely encourage you to dig in here now in the next few days before we launch this to attendees to ensure everything is looking the way you'd like it to. As Kendall had mentioned, a smiling face is always one folks are more apt to want to meet with. So we encourage you to upload your headshot. And if there are no questions, let me take a look here.
One more thing I did want to add, Jill, is we will have an exhibitor orientation on site. It'll be Monday, June 5th. So mark your calendars from 3:30 to 4 p.m. It'll be in boardroom A on the main level of the convention center, and we can review any app questions there as well and help you get set up if you're having any problems.
Beautiful. If you have any questions, you can type them there in the Q&A portion of your interface or in the chat. We can also see comments there. So like Kendall had mentioned, we do recommend that you download the app prior to getting to the show, so that if you are having issues or you have questions, we can help you as efficiently as possible. But as I mentioned, the app is very, very intuitive. So we don't predict there being many issues at all. Looks like we have one question here. Do you have to pay to have the meeting functionality in your zone? So lead retrieval is completely complimentary to all exhibitors this year, as well as the meeting feature. So we encourage you to take advantage of those features of the app. This is a very robust app. And really works to connect you with folks that are in there. One more question. How do we have our products featured in the featured products? So this is currently a locked area. So featured products and featured services are available to all of those exhibitors and sponsors who have purchased product preview listings. So if you are interested in being added to this group, I encourage you to reach out to Kendall via email, and we can set you up with Jessica DaCosta and Kaylee Barrasso, who can get you one of those product preview listing order forms. And if that's all the questions we have, you will receive an email today, which invites you into this app. It'll ask you to set up a password, and you can hop on in here and see your exhibitor zone. If you don't get an email by the end of the day, absolutely reach out to us. We'll also be sending personal emails, so you know exactly what to look for in your inbox, but we encourage you to check your junk box as well. If we have no further questions, which I do not see any, we'll wrap up this best practices webinar. And at this point, I think it's the last in our series. So we'll see you at exhibitor orientation or live at the show. So have a good day, everybody. We'll see you in Louisville.
Thank you.
Bye.